Happy Friday, everybody, and I would say back to another installment of Poke Fodder, but we're not playing Pokemon Duel today. We're playing Sonic. So I don't know, and I don't know how to do. I don't, I don't know what I want to do. If you look at like Chicken, it's just Chicken. It's not directed towards one game, and then he can do a bunch of different games and Brawl Stars, Pokemon Duel, and it all makes sense. But if I'm Poke Fodder and I don't do a Pokemon game, then I don't know. I mean, it could still be Poke Fodder, right? While we're on the topic of that, I know a lot of you on my Discord, maybe not a lot, I know several of you on my Discord who I assume watch the videos, and that's kind of how you found the Discord, are really good with Photoshop and Illustrator and those type of programs. And back in my heyday, I could run a little bit of Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop anymore, and I don't have Illustrator. But if any of you wanted to create an overlay for when I do Sonic videos, I would love it. And if multiple people want to do it, I will open it up on my Discord to a voting, and we'll see what the public wants. So if any of you want to do that, I would be very appreciative. In the comments below, there is a link. We do have a Discord for Sonic. If you want to join in the game, I'm not sure that it's been released on Google just yet. There is an APK link pinned on Discord, so you can download it if you so choose. And kind of what I want to go over today is I'm going to do a few races, but I want to talk about a few things that we have discovered along the way. Your star runner is going to give you 2 times the reward. But what happens is every day you get 20, let me think of what they're called here. And I'm still trying to navigate my way around here. Okay, so you have the different tier tracks. And if you look at the tier rewards here, every day you get 20 battle rewards. And what this does is it runs on a 24-hour clock, but say your battle rewards start at 9 a.m. your time zone. If you don't start running, competing, and earning your battle rewards until 10, then it'll reset at 10 a.m. the next day from when you run your very first race of the day that goes towards your battle rewards. What I would suggest is that you save your star runner until you have a few races under your belt to get loosened up, warmed up. You know, you're not going to go out and play basketball, throw on a pair of sneakers, and start running up and down the court. No, you're going to warm up a little bit, right? Same thing with this game. Take one of your other figures, warm up a few races, and then don't use your star runner until your battle rewards are active. And that's going to end up giving you 4 times the reward points. What the points go for are what it takes to upgrade your figure. So right here, if you look at Charmy, I'm at 199 of 650 needed in order to upgrade him. Therefore, I don't want to do it's more advantageous for me to run when I'm going to get 4 times reward, because your battle reward chest has a random figure in it with X number of cards, and then you want that times 4. I hope all of that makes sense. Another thing that you can do is when you're trying to decide who do I want to run with, I would say if you're early in the game, you've just started playing, maybe you're at, I mean, even for me, kind of, but if you're at the 1000 rank and I'm at 1262, and that's not even rank, but that's trophies. If you have between 1,000, 1,500 trophies and less, for the most part, I would say just use your highest leveled figure. The reason being is because, as you can see, when you reach level 7, you're going to get starting rings of 15. and the matchmaking isn't great on this game just yet. And starting off with 15 rings, you can have up to 100 rings at a time, and you can't go over 100. But every ring you get closer to 100 rings means you run a little faster, and as you will see when I jump into some races here in a minute, having 15 rings to start with when your opponent only has 5 or 10 is going to be a noticeable difference. You are going to be able to get out sooner than they are, and that's going to be critical for A, collecting more rings to make you even faster, growing the distance between you and your opponents. And also there are situations on some boards where you can actually scoop up or swipe 2 of the item chests. And basically you swipe it away from your opponent because they're in a different lane. So you go one lane, take it, and then quickly slide over, take the other one as well. Very big advantage for you. I will say I only have the 1 super rare. If we look at these are all common. The first 8 are there common. The next 3 are rare, and then the next 4 are super rare. I've only unlocked the 1 super rare. He's my star runner, so I'm not going to use him for this video because my time has not reset, but Metal Sonic. And for the most part, I would say if you have a common who's a higher level than a rare, go ahead and just use your common. In my very limited experience with my super rare, I would say that even a super rare at a lower level can compete with the commons at higher levels, just because I feel like they're special powers, and these are their special powers. And if you're interested to know what the special powers are, you can just tap on them and it'll show you. But I do feel like the superpowers are a little bit stronger than the commons, especially when it comes to something like a speed boost. And I feel like that's very beneficial, and it can help you make up for any discrepancy you have in overall speed or overall rank. And with all of that being said, I've got a Charmy at level 8. I don't remember where everything was last video. It's been a week. And I will say, I did buy one of the little bundle packs. The ads just got to be way too much. They were after every race. It just got tedious and annoying when I was racing. You know, I probably do 30 races a day. And watching an ad after every one of those it's nauseating. And that's an extra minute. I think those ads are 45 seconds to a minute each. So it can add up. And I just felt like I did the $4.99 pack. I felt like $5 was worth my time to save 30 minutes a day every time I play the game. Personal preference, the game is set up at this point that you can be free to play and be super competitive. I believe Vladdy is still free to play, and we could probably just go look on the global rankings. I believe he is somewhere in the top 100. Let's just do a quick. I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking, but if we happen to see him. Well, I don't see him. I thought he was somewhere in here, and it's very possible I just scrolled right by him and didn't see him. But you can be super competitive. Basically, the gameplay is super simple. Oh, I do have a free booster ready to open, so I'll crack it up. 490 rings. This is, aside from spending money, these 4-hour boosters, the free ones, are the only way I know of to get red star rings. And then, as you can see, we got 35 cards towards silver. Not too bad. And then that'll reset, so every 4 hours. You do have victory boxes. If I get a 3-hour victory box, if I win a race and you get a 3-hour victory box, you can open those immediately by watching an ad, and I may spend the 20 red coins to pop that so that I can also pop the other one, since I'm going to be playing a few games. But let's not put the cart in front of the horse. I'm going to jump out with Charmy because he is level 7. I am getting 15 rings, and he's not bad. We are on our Discord, and if you are interested in the game and you are playing the game, come over to our Discord. As I said, there is a link in the description below. We are working on putting together a tier list of the different figures, and it's kind of difficult because it depends on your playstyle. Do you like to run in front? Do you not mind being caught up in traffic? Things like that. But I feel like there are some moves that make different figures better than others. And here we go. Chaos Theory, J-Trice 5, and Mark. So as you can see, because I'm a higher level, I can get out really quick on tails. Ouch, and I got hit. Oh, I'm having, this is my first game of the day and I'm having a rough go here. So we will drop the power boost. Slide through, oh, I thought I made it through there. All the way back in third. Ooh, well, where did that come from? The theory is that sliding over is better than jumping, but because there's no room match option, we have not really been able to test that out to see if it is 100% accurate or not. Let's just tornado by all these guys. I'm going to trigger that, swing out over here, drop that, drop that, hop over those. Can't believe we've made up all that ground back into first place. The route on the right, I think, is probably shorter, but I want the goodies. So I'm going to run out over here, and I just got confused. And I'm not going to be able to trigger that in time. I think I got second or third. I ended up getting third. That confusion threw me off. And confusion is not the worst thing in the world. It is actually kind of easy to overcome, but that late stage of the game, I wasn't thinking clearly, and it took me just that split second to think about what it wasn't a natural reaction, I guess is what I should say, and that split second cost me the race there. I should win this one just because I'm almost 2 times the trophies of the next person, but nothing can be taken for granted because all it takes is a couple. There's no way that he ran into me. See, the confusion messed me up again. That what was happening there is that figure's ability. Oh, I just moved directly into, I'm not thinking clearly. That figure's ability is if he runs through you while he's flashing, then why don't I hit something else while I'm at this? Hit everything else on the board. Is if they run through you while they have their special power triggered, then you do become confused, and I'm confused again. Obviously, this is such a fast-paced game that I have to not only be quick with my fingers, but quick with my thoughts. Hopefully that hit him, and it did. As you can see, he was feeling a little woozy. I hope nothing comes from behind me. This game is a lot harder to play. One tip that I do recommend is if you are playing the game, play it with the music off, but the sound effects up high. Gonna waste that, trigger that, throw that down the lane, and go for the win. If you turn down the music and turn up the sound effects, you can actually hear A, how close your opponents are to you, but B, you can also hear, okay, so I did get a 3-hour chest there. You can also hear when items are coming up behind you, and that'll clue you in as to when to move left or right. There will also be a little exclamation point that comes up behind you, and I think you have like a second, maybe a second and a half to react to that. So not a lot of time. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and pop this chest open. They're usually not the greatest. The 8-hour chests typically aren't that great. And I had to watch a 30-second ad in order to be able to pop this open. and more coins, and 35 more Charmy, which is great. The reason why the exclamation point there is it's telling me that I don't have anything cooking, which is fine, because I'm going to continue just to run Charmy here, which is fine because if I win again and I get another 3-hour, I want to be able to continually pop those open. So what I personally suggest is if you're going to be playing several games in a row and you don't have a booster started, don't start one. See if you can get some 3-hour boosters that you can pop right away. And then when you know you're going to be done playing for a little while, then go ahead and start one of your longer boosters. So as you can see, by being a higher level than everybody else and by having more coins than everybody else, I'm able to get out to a quicker lead. And I'm able to grab coins and have unobstructed race course in front of me. We will drop that down. Ooh, see? Oh crap, I was looking at the tornado, and now I'm hitting everything on the board, which is not good. Catch that, slide there, hammer that, drop that, ouch! Double whammy. If you hit those robots, I believe you get 5 coins, so it's actually not that bad of a deal. I wouldn't just run into them. You need to either slide into them or jump into them. But I will go ahead and take the invincibility there. These first couple maps, like this one right here, is one of the first few maps. And when you're first playing the game, you'll wonder, well, how in the heck? I can't see anything. I don't know where anything is. And that's fine. Don't worry about it. Because what will happen is you'll learn them. And even though I'm above the 1,000 threshold, which I think might be level 4, I rarely play the level 4 maps. So when I see them, I typically don't do well. And as you can see, matchmaking isn't the best. But you do have the super rare there, Matter Q, who was able to perform better even with smaller trophies than Gabby K with more trophies and a higher level common. Just kind of goes to show what I think, what I was saying about how I feel the super rares are better than can compete with the commons even on lower levels. I am going to skip the video. I'm going to pause the video here, open this booster, and show you what comes out of it. And we are back. I'm going to pop this guy open. These typically aren't going to be earth-shattering boxes or pulls, but they are going to accumulate over time. Like 35 at a time adds up as you go along. And I do realize, here I am using Charmy, and I haven't even gone over Charmy. If we look at Charmy, his speed is 7 out of 10, acceleration is 9 out of 10, and strength is 5 out of 10. He has a whirlwind, puts up the wind in your opponent, put the wind up your opponent's in steel rings as it spins. Where this is beneficial is it's going to spin your opponent around if they get hit by this, which is going to slow them down, but they're also going to lose coins, and as you saw, the more coins you have, the faster you run. That is why it's beneficial. Wind boost. Storm ahead like a mighty wind, stealing rings from the opponents you hit. Again, rings are valuable, and you saw what this can do at the end of a match is if you can trigger one of these, save it for that final run. It's good stuff. And Tornado, send your opponents into a spin and pocket any rings they draw. So maybe Whirlwind actually doesn't spin them, but the Tornado actually spins them. And we saw that in the last race where Silver was ahead of me and got hit, and then you saw him kind of floating around there for just a second. If we look at the levels, at level 1 he's unlocked. Level 2, Wind Boost, lasts longer. You start with 5 rings at level 3. The Tornado lasts a little longer at level 4. Level 5 you get more rings. Level 7 you get more rings. And you can cap out at level 16. And at level 15 you're going to start the race with 35 rings. That's pretty crazy. And then if you look at these bars underneath each of these items, it shows how close to completeness they are. So it looks like I have 2 of the 3 wind boosts, 1 of the 3 tornadoes, and whirlwind. Looks like 2 out of 4 maybe. And what that does is it's going to allow me to pick up the potential to pick up 2 whirlwinds. As you get higher, you will have the potential to pick up 3 whirlwinds. That's pretty much it for Charmy. I'm going to run one more race, and then that's going to be it for today's video. I really do enjoy this game. I think it has a lot of potential. The fact that it's only out on iOS, I think the audience isn't as large as it could be, and because of that, I feel like the matchmaking isn't as great as it could be, but I think it'll get better with time. So here we go. Let's see if I can't snake both those. Nope. But I did grab 2 whirlwinds, or yeah, I can't remember what those are called. But I did snake 2 of them. Ouch. I don't know if you guys were able to see the, oh, moved out of my way. I don't know if you were able to see that exclamation point that came up behind me and warned me, but I'd already committed to diving underneath the barricade. Oh, stuff coming at me from every direction. I'm anticipating they're going to go, ouch. I was anticipating that they'd slide over, and that's why I threw my item down that lane. And they did, but I'm in a world of hurt here. Oh! Got greedy. I tried to grab it, and it's going to cost me. I don't know how we got 3rd. I'm sure we got 4th. I can't imagine we got 3rd there. No, there wasn't a 4th place person. We're not going to go out on a 3rd place. Let's try one more, and then that's going to do it. This game can get to the point where there's so much going on the screen that if your reflexes if it's not just natural to dive, slide, jump, then it's going to create some problems for you. So here we go. Look how fast silver is. That is ridiculous. Not sure how I didn't grab both of those. Slide through. This is a heck of a race here. Just going to send that out there. There was so much going on there, I don't even know what I was hit. Oh, thought I swerved. I don't even know what I got hit with on the last one. It's a good move by him. You don't want to let people run right behind you, so if at all you can help it, and sometimes you just can't. We're going to trigger this. See if we can't run up on it. Oh, there's no way. I thought I jumped. I might follow up my 3rd place finish with a solid 4th place finish here. I'm not going to be able to run down Knuckles. Even though Knuckles is pretty slow, he had a big enough lead. I finished 4th on that one? So I finished my 3rd place with a 4th place finish. That's not good. We're not going out on a lose. That's it. We're going to keep going. And it doesn't take long. You saw the 2 people that finished 1st and 2nd were pretty much on the same level that I'm at. But because they avoided getting beat up, they were able to run unobstructed and just run away from me. Whereas I was stuck in the back fighting with, I don't even remember what the other figure was, but I was back there fighting. Definitely. I'm not sure what happened to my... Oh, tried to set a trap there for him. Oh, I'm so dumb. And there's ice, which I think is just a horrendous move. Ice can really screw you over if you get stuck on like a cliff or something. I have no idea who just surged out that far in front of us, but dang. Get rid of that, I don't want it. I do want the speed boost though. And there, see? The ice. Just glad it didn't drop me off a cliff, otherwise that would have been a good game. And I got iced again. I cannot get away from being iced. Wow. Such a terrible race. And here I am all the way back and forth again. It's going to be hard pressed for me. Get out of here. I don't want that. Nothing worse than getting an item that's not going to help you at all. See if I can't sneak out of second place victory. There's no way. No. There's just no way I was going to catch up to them. So we're going again. It's going to be a way longer video. 30-minute video on Sonic because I can't seem to pull it together enough to finish in first or second place. That was pretty crazy though. I hit my speed burst and jumped and it almost acted like a slingshot and threw me way farther than I was expecting. Okay, this is going to be another tough one. I don't remember what I started the day at with trophies, but I'm 100% sure I'm lower than where I started the day. But I'm going to go over here and snake out his. I don't want anybody... See? I constantly moved there because I didn't want them lining me up and throwing an item at me, obviously. And now, oh, sensitive screen. Only sometimes though. Sometimes it's not being sensitive at all. I'm anticipating something being thrown at me any second now. Put that somewhere where maybe it's a little hidden. Ah, I never even saw the exclamation point. Never even saw that coming. Okay, I've got my 100 rings. Wait, okay. It's I was in 4th place. I was like, I don't even remember getting past that many times. So like, that could be costly. Wasn't able to hit my speed boost. I think I got second there, and I did. So that'll be a good one for us to end today's video on. Like I said before, I think it's a fun game. The games are pretty quick, as you saw, and it's super free-to-play friendly. I think you can probably get all the commons and all the rares completely free-to-play, and then it's just random odds of getting super rares or whatever. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed the game, and come join us on Discord. You'll have a good time.